Hello and welcome. This is Theresa, and today I'm going to do 4 pieces of ephemera for the 50 Stack Challenge 7, hosted by Crafty Cat, Amy with Crafty Cat. And the 4 pieces of ephemera that I'm going to do are going to be, the creation of them is going to be driven by the prompt index, book page, lines, and washi tape. So I thought if I wrote that out, that would help direct me a little bit, because I did just jump on and decided to jump in. So I need an index card, and I will get that out of my junk fodder. No, I moved it. One moment, please. I have coffee dyed elements that I categorized together. And that is this folder here. So I need a coffee dyed index card. That's right there. And I'm thinking, and I'm wondering, I had this idea the other night. Let's see, I'm looking for a smaller index card. I only have big index cards. I thought I had some small ones. Okay, well, oh, here's a small one. I like this one better. Now, I was thinking that I want to do a hidden element, and that's why I'm just sitting here staring at this. I guess I will do what I'm thinking about doing. Or I could do a pocket. Yeah, I'm just going to do what I was thinking about doing. Okay, so then I need book page. For the second piece of ephemera. I'll get that out of my bin of book pages. Let's just use that one right there. Oh, that thing is so heavy to hold with one hand. I'm gonna hurt myself. Okay, then I need something with lines. Okay, well, for that, let's do something with this. And then I need washi tape. Okay, there's the washi tape. Oh, so I'm gonna start with index. So these things go over to the side. And I'm going to take this I'm going to fold that in half. Hi, Zip. Who are you moderating for? But thanks for stopping in and saying hi. I forgot to put the pin in this for days. I don't know when the last time was I used this. So I only put a little bit of glue around the edges. Well, anything that I would be interested in? Okay, now I'm going to let that, I'm going to sew that. So I'll be right back. I'm going to sew. Uh-oh, almost knocked my glue gun off the table. Okay, I went off the edges on this, but that's going to be okay. So now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut this about in half. Doesn't matter, not to me. And I will have an open pocket here and an open pocket here. Not a lot. This is going to be one of the smaller ones that I've done. And this is going to attach to here. So I'm going to, I think I want to ink that a little bit more. It's actually not inked at all, it's coffee dyed. So I hope everybody had a good day. Excuse me, I need a drink. My throat's getting dry. I was busy trying to get logins to different banking institutions for a new property group that I'm working on. That can be frustrating. Now I'm going to either make or find a little something. I need a little tag. So I'm going to go in my ephemera book. And I'm going to look for a little tag. Even just something little like that. But not quite that little. Let's not go that little. I was thinking about something like this, but that's too tall. I could do a ticket maybe. Need bigger. Hi Raz, welcome. Ooh, could we do, ooh, this might be perfect. Let's see if that would be perfect. I think it's too tall. Yep, it's too tall by that much. So we could actually shorten that up a bit. Let's make this work. Let's see, it says Dr. Seth Arnold's cough, is that cough killer? I look at that and I think of Zippy. I think that's what Zippy looks like. Boy, I don't think I want, oh, just do it, Theresa. Okay, let's see if that'll fit. There. And yes, it does fit. Okay. Now we gotta ink this. And I think I'm going to make it a little thicker. I mean, it really isn't anything. It's just more of a decoration. So what I want to back that with. Oh, let's see. I'm thinking. Here we go. Forgot about these. I have all these in here. These are just my coffee dyed scraps of paper, like for when I print out a label to ship something. I just coffee dye it and then cut it up into, or tear it up into strips to be used. And I'm going to fold that in half and glue that just to make it more sturdy, and just after sturdiness. Now we'll trim that down. And do some more inking. And there's a little tiny place to write on here. You want to write yourself a secret message. All right, so now for here, this, I can get my fingers to cooperate. I'll go in here. And typically I would glue that inside of there, but I'm not going to for this because I want that little girl to show. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And I would like a little focal point. So I'm thinking I want a focal point This is pretty. Now I just have to think about, because I could only glue there and there, is that gonna bother me how that sticks out? So if I glue there and there, I think that'll be okay. And I think this is already inked. So I'm just gonna glue right here. I'm gonna give it a go. My daughter just tried to call me on Messenger because she wanted to FaceTime with the baby. She doesn't have an iPhone, so she can't FaceTime me that way. So we use Messenger. So So that's down like that, and I think that will be fine. And maybe put a little label right there. Something like that. And we'll ink that. Okay, now let's test this. Oh yeah, that's working. That's working just fine. I like that. Okay, now this can be a tuck spot, or it can be a pocket. It could be cut down. Lots of things could happen with this. But in the meantime, I'm going to decorate it a little bit. We'll start with a little scrap of music paper. Oh, I like that, like that. Glue stick. Okay, I want to ink around the edges on this card. And this is at a good stopping point to make it so that a person could modify it for a journal that they were going to put in, whether it be me or somebody else, because I usually, when I get a lot of pre-made ephemera made up, I do what I call ephemera packs. And the ephemera packs usually have anywhere from 25 to 50 pieces of pre-made ephemera in them. And then I sell them in my Ko-fi shop. Because I've got stuff that I've made from 2-3 years ago, and I just don't have the space to hang on to it. I either put it in a journal, end up using or selling the journal. It differs. So that piece is done. That is a coffee dyed index card with coffee dyed index tuck spot with a hidden element on it right there. So she can peekaboo out at you. I'm a poet and didn't know it. I need to secure that down more. There she is. She's back to being hidden. That is so cute. I like that. Sorry, I don't usually do that, call my own stuff cute, but sometimes I get excited. Next is book page. So we have some book page here. This is from a book that was on presidents, I think. Now, I don't know about you, but I like to glue layers of things together, whether it be packing paper or book pages or whatever. I like to take them and glue them together to make them like cardstock consistency. Durability. So then this will end up being a base. I'm going to do that here. And then I'm going to do it again. And then I'm going to put these two pieces together. Just to keep making it thicker. But before I put these two pieces together, I'm going to take, trying to get the glue off my fingers, I'm going to take some lace. I think I'll use this. And I'm going to put this lace right in between the two layers. Oops, I gotta see something. Okay, this will go like this. Actually, I think I want to do the lace thing on this side too. I want to sew that, but that glue is pretty wet. So I'll show you, I do this all the time. Like, I've been working on doing this to a gospel hymnal book. And so these pages are glued together, so it's just a little thicker. Then I glued a bunch of pages together here, not here. I guess I just did about 2 or 3. Whoa, this one has a lot, actually. Yep, so I just work on gluing pages together every once in a while when I don't have any ideas for anything else to do. Just a little prep work. And, yeah, I'm going to run a couple stitches down and I'll be right back. Hopefully it won't be too wet for my machine. It's not going to like me. There's one, now one more. Oops. Okay, now I've got that sewn. And like I said, this is a base. So I could, like, if I didn't like all this white stuff, I could trim that down. I could make this a tuck spot. I could make this a pocket. I'm going to go ahead and back this in case I do want it to be a journal card. Let's see. I think I want to do this way. Now I'm thinking that I might want to just leave that like that. Just like that. Hello, Craft Bazaar. Do I have you in my book? I think I do. DIY Well, I do, but I don't have your name. I must have run out of memory because it says DIY craft and then that's it. I ran out of memory and didn't write anything more. Can I ask what your first name is? And Raz, I don't have you in here. I could have sworn I did. Raz, can I ask what your first name is? Oh, yeah, that's why it looked familiar. Okay. What am I doing now? So that is like a journaling spot. This could be like this. And which continent are you watching from? Okay, don't know if I want to put a focal point on here or I just want to like put a little bit of embellishment on it so that it's ready for, oh, I know what I wanted to do. Okay, this is upside down. This has to go like that. And I don't want to cover up my stitching. Where's my glue page? Oh, there it is, right in front of me. So, Gabby, did you get your tracking number emailed to you? Oh, Asia. Very cool. Which reminds me, and pardon me if this is a sore spot for anybody, but I was looking at Tim Holtz's People yesterday, and all of a sudden it hit me that there are a lot of white and black people but off the top of my head I don't recall seeing any Hispanic or Asian people. And so white and black can pretty much break it down that the different continents, you know, like English or whatever. But so Asian and Hispanic are glaringly missing from Tim Holtz's People. There, I put it out there. Tim Holtz needs to take a look at that and maybe reevaluate his people. Okay, so I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to do a little bit of, let's see. think I want to turn the glue gun on. And I think I want to take my mess from over here and I need my spatula. And I'm going to find some bits and bobs. Here's one here. That needs to go down. And what else? This is too Christmassy. We can always use some cheesecloth. Whatever else is mixed in with this. I have glue on my fingers and that's making this somewhat complicated. That would look really good right there if I could get it to stay. I was tough to get my brain to think, don't push it down with your fingers, push it down with the spatula. It was really tough because if I would have pushed it down with my fingers, I would have burnt my fingers. Now I found this netting the other day, and let's just put some of this on here. Okay, now we got to do this again. Push this down, not with your fingers, with the spatula. Jiminy's, I have to talk to myself to try to do things the right way. This needs a little bit more. Whoops, got my dauber. Keep away, dauber. There. That'll work. Now, do we have anything else we want to throw down here? Now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. That would look good right there. Thanks, DIY. Okay, hopefully that stays there. I like that. And maybe we need a bow. I think we'll put a bow right there, and then we'll put a button right there. And I could go all day doing that kind of thing, but I've got 2 more pieces of ephemera to make. And I am looking for my buttons. This button is cool. It's like a variegated button. feel like I need a little something right there. Well, no, because then you won't see those threads if I put something there. Okay, I think I am, it doesn't go there, but I'm going to put it there. I'm done with that. I could just take, this would be hard though, to take this little piece, just a little gold piece, and wrap it up. Where do I want it though? I think I want it in with this. I do. It's going to be hard. To do this without burning my fingers because of my tremors. So let me try with the tweezers, see if I can save my fingers. I think it worked. All right, so that is a base with a bit of a book page base with a bit of a cluster, a bits and bobs cluster, and some lace embellishment on the side, some sewn lace embellishment on the side. And there's so much more that can be done with this. I mean, a person could even cut that in half, but this is this could be a complete piece, or this could be something that will lead to a different, maybe 2 complete pieces. Who knows? All right, there's that one. Now, next is lines. I was going to do this for lines. So I don't think I'm going to back this right now, but this is a piece of paper that has coffee dye on it. It has lines, and so now I am going to stand up and grab my clusters. My clusters and my designer papers. So I'm going to use, I think, a piece from here. And let's just take a strip of the butterflies. Is that too thick? Yeah, that's a bit thicker than what I want. Yeah, I want to do it like that. Glue page, glue stick, And now I think I want to use my Stabilo pencil. And then we take our water and just smush that with water. Is smush a good word for that? I need more water. Now, that's all distressed. Then, my thing is I like to distress the heck out of things, and then I like to bring some kind of element in to just make it look pretty. So that would be cute, but this is too heavy for this. This would be cute. And then this could be a journal card, or it could be a tuck spot. Let's think about that. That's too big for that. I think that's too heavy. I know that's too big and too heavy. So what I could do is I could back this so I could use something from here. But as it is, I can use this piece. This is a real light element because it's made with tissue paper, but it's way too big. Way too big. Ooh, how about a book page cluster? We don't. Ooh, I could do something like that, and then still maybe do this. And this would be like a little pocket. Okay, I am going to go with that. So for me to have so many of these things like this just goes to show that I have been doing compartmental ephemera for a long time. It is my jam. And so when Louisa and Barbara came out with their concept for Ephemera Ember this last December, it was a perfect fit for me. And I do really like that there, but if I was going to stick something in there, that would probably get in the way. But I sure do like that in there. Oh, decisions, decisions. I think I'm going to put it up there. And then I can poke something through there, and that'll be cute. Now this probably isn't a completed piece like this. This can be tailored for something, you know, for the page. It has some different colors brought into it. It could be used as different types of components, like pocket, tuck, journal card. There's some places where a person can stamp and write on here yet. So that is a good piece of pre-made ephemera right there. Could put a ball pin in there. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. No, I don't think so. It needs to dry. Okay, lines is done. Now we're doing, what are we doing? Washi tape. Washi tape is not my favorite. I used to love washi tape. Not so much anymore. And I've got a whole box of washi tape put away in a different area. That's a little challenging to get to. So that kind of limits what I have available for washi tape. Okay, that's my glue page. These are my tools. I don't think I'm going to need these. This is my washi tape. Now, let me tidy a little bit while I think about what I want to do with the washi tape. Okay, I just decided. Where's my glue page? We're going to turn the glue page into a washi tape masterboard. This is Tim Holtz fabric washi tape. I have more than one, but I guess the others are, oh, here's one. There's two. Let's see. What's going on here? Nope, this is just one. I'm going to space it just a little bit apart so you can just see some text behind it. I think this might look pretty on the other side. This is old, so it might not pull off very well. Whoa, I lost it. You know what? It is kind of old, so I'm gonna put some glue down. Little space apart. I can manage it. That's cool. You can see the text through that. I like that. What else do we have? Oh, do we have anything else that is clear? This one might be a little bit. I just love masterboards. I just love them. And if you got a lot of washi tape, this is a good project to utilize some of your washi tape. Now I only have what's in this box, which you can't see, right there. And I have another box like that with washi tape in it. So I'm not really overloaded on washi tape. I'm going to be even less overloaded after doing this. I'm going to finish crafting and I'm going to go watch Gilded Age. Let's see, I think we're watching that on HBO. But my husband enjoys it when I take the time to sit down with him and binge on a series. And I enjoy spending time with him too. Okay, have a good evening. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, and if you're still here, Gabby, thanks for posting on the Junk Journaling United Facebook group. I've been enjoying watching your posts, looking at your posts. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there because I don't have anything thin enough to do. I could do this. No, I'm not gonna. That's good. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. And then I can take my scissors. I got some of my hair in there, so I'll help get rid of the hair. And I can trim this off on this side. And I want to tear this edge. Okay. Now, I am going to Frankenstein sew this, and when I'm done, I'll show you what I mean by Frankenstein sewing this. I'll be right back. Trying to get a stupid drawer out of my way. There we go. Whoops, something's getting stuck. I think I ran out of bobbin. Started getting all messy back there. So just to make sure it stays, I'm going to tape that. And then this is my idea of Frankenstein, whatever. I don't know if you can see the different stitches. It's kind of hard to see on that, but that's what that is for me. Okay, so then this could be mounted on something. It could be cut up for journal cards. I was even gonna maybe sew some pieces of fabric on this in places, but that ship is sailed. But I could, let's do this. We're gonna do one more thing. Okay, wait till about the count of 20 and this will heat up. And I'm going to take some lace. So I'm going to take a strip of this and I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to take a strip of this. And that's coffee dyed lace. Then I'm going to take this just white lace. And this is just new lace. This isn't vintage or anything. But it's pretty. So we're going to take that piece. We're going to take that piece. We're going to take a piece of this. And I need one more. Let's see. Already using that. I think we'll use this. Oh no, it doesn't really feel hot. Now we're going to put that right there. Oh, fiddlesticks. Those are the same two things. I need something different. Hello, Michelle. Welcome. Long time no see. How you doing? I'm just trying to keep from burning myself with hot glue. I'm glad you stopped in to say hi. My glue's not hot anymore. Okay, now this is white, coffee, white, and we need some coffee here. Oops, running out of glue stick. Okay, I'm almost done. So this, let me get my scissors. It's going to be trimmed off. I'm doing good. Work is keeping me busy, so I haven't been doing as many videos, but I did a junk journal January journal and just playing with the 50 stack challenge, and I'm gonna finish this off and then go watch a movie with my husband. Okay, now this is still pretty much just a base. I would call this a master board. And then this master board can be cut into different pieces for journaling cards, or it could be cut to be, you know, just cut a little piece of this for a page embellishment, or tuck spots, or it could be made into a tag. Now it's really flimsy right now because I just used a piece of glue paper, you know, my paper that I glue on, and but it could, depends on what a person would want to do with it. But I like to have things like this ready so that if I have a journal that I'm making and I want something special, to me this is special because I put this together very pretty, but I stopped at a certain point so that I could do lots of fun things with it. Like I'm even thinking about putting some buttons on it. Yeah, I'm not gonna, because I'm already at an hour and 19 minutes for this video. But so for tonight, move some stuff out of my way so I don't burn myself. For tonight, I went with the prompts. Index card. And made this. This could be a tuck spot. And it has a little hidden spot. For my base, I just used a piece of glue paper. So I have a little stack of book pages from a book I was reading that I used to as glue papers, and it had a lot of glue on it, so I just took the glue paper and used it as a base for the master board. So it's a very thin master board, so it could be reinforced or depends on what I want to use it for later. So this has a little hidden spot right here with this little girl in here. I said that was Zippy. So that's a little hidden spot. And this could be a tuck spot. It could be turned into a tag. Lots of stuff that this could be used for. Then my next prompt was book page. So I did this, and this has a large journaling place, you know, writing place on the back. It has a nice cluster over here. This could be cut in half and made into 2 journal cards. There's a lot of things that could happen with this. Then we had this piece of, I got this from Bonnie, from Bon Bon. She sent me some stuff for Epidemic, and this while you were out memo, I went ahead and coffee dyed it, and it's just been sitting there. I didn't end up using it for Epidemic, but I used it tonight for the 50 stack challenge 7. And this has a little pocket right here and then just some embellishment. And then my washi tape and lace masterboard. Just really thin. I would definitely want to back this if I was going to use this for journal cards. But if I was just going to glue it down on a page and make it into a big tuck spot or something like that, it wouldn't matter that, you know, it's thin and it's messy, because the washi tape and the lace really do strengthen it. So that's what I have for you tonight, and I hope that you enjoyed your time with me, and that I will see you again in another video, and I hope that you'll have a wonderful evening. So take care.